Welcome back to On the Mic. We have another amazing episode lined up, but first, tonight's show is brought to you by Picture Me 3D. Let Picture Me 3D create a photo reproduction of your catch. Go to www.pictureme3d.com. When you do, make sure to use my discount code Norman10 at checkout and get instant savings off your entire order. And Firefly Outdoor and Marine, it's your adventure. Let Firefly show you the way. Check them out at www.fireflymarine.com. We have a great show lined up. Joining us tonight on the mic is Bassmaster Open Winner Classic Qualifier. Dillon Falardeau is going to be joining the show. So without further ado, let's jump right into tonight's episode. Hope you enjoy. We are on the mic with 2026 Bassmaster Classic Qualifier, Dillon Falardeau. What is going on, my man? What's going on, Dillon?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just on the road, driving to the next event.
Yeah, man. You're actually on the road to Plattsburgh, New York, Lake Champlain for the first EQ event, correct?
That is correct.
Man, I tell you what, Dillon. Do you have any past experience on Lake Champlain? Have you ever been there?
A little bit. When I was born and raised in Rhode Island, and when I first got my license, I went up to Champlain probably 6 or 7 times. I fished while I was a kid, and I have some experience, but definitely not as much as I would like competing against these guys.
Yeah, I got you. When you go into an event like this, where you most likely haven't been on Lake Champlain in a while, what is your mindset going into an event like this you only get 2 practice days? When you're setting out to practice, what do you do as far as how do you break down the lake knowing that, you don't have a lot of experience?
No, it just all comes down to research before the fact. So, the last couple of weeks, after guiding all day, get home or get to the tackle shop and just, watch all the YouTube videos you can, do all the internet searching of all the, public information, of just gathering tournament weights and, where on the lake these tournaments are taking off of, and just basically trying to figure out where the biggest population of bigger fish are in the lake. So when you show up to these events, you should already have a good game plan of what you're going to do and what you're going to target.
I got you. Now, how soon before an event do you start doing that? Do you start pre-planning? Do you start doing the internet research and stuff like that?
I try to just take one tournament at a time and just put my full effort into the upcoming tournament. So whichever one's next on my list, and however much time I have, is how I do my research.
I got you. I want to talk a little bit about the event on the Upper Chesapeake Bay. Now, right when we got on the mic together, you had mentioned before we started actually recording, you had mentioned that you were actually just passing Chesapeake on your way to New York. So
Yeah.
some pretty cool memories there, my man.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to talk about day 3 at the tanks before you're walking up on stage. What's the emotions going through your mind, knowing you have a great chance to pull off something special?
Yeah, it was pretty special. I walked up. You don't know anything. You're not allowed to look at Bass Track. You can't talk to anyone, or like people in the crowd about Bass Track. So you really have no idea. But when I got my fish out of the live well, there was kind of people standing around my boat and clapping, and my whole family was there, and seeing that my whole family showed up.
That's awesome.
That kind of I was like, all right, this is real. I might be really close.
Yeah.
And then once I got up into the line itself, all the anglers came over and started shaking my hand and giving me hugs, and that's when I pretty much got the feeling I might pull this off.
Yeah, and that had to have made it super special to have your family there.
Oh yeah.
Just recently there was a Facebook post, I believe it was a Facebook post you made with your boy
Yeah.
holding the trophy, and that's just so special.
Oh yeah.
Knowing you have him around there also, along with your whole family, that must have been really really cool.
It was. It was an awesome feeling, and I can't wait to have that feeling again.
Yeah. Now, let's move forward now. That win there on the Upper Chesapeake Bay qualified you to fish the 2026 Bassmaster Classic, man. What is that like? I mean, that of course every fisherman out there, that's the dream as a kid. If you're a tournament angler, no matter what level you're fishing, whether you're fishing local club derbies, the BFLs, moving on up to like you're fishing the opens, that's a dream of most fishermen to actually fish that. You got to fish it. That's our Super Bowl. That's
Yep.
bass fishing Super Bowl of bass fishing, and to make it there, that basically says you made it. That's what dreams are made of. What's that like?
It's always been a dream of mine from as far back as I can remember, just watching Bassmaster on Saturdays, and just always making because you couldn't record any TV shows or anything when I was really young, making sure you were awake at 7 a.m. and to turn the TV on and watch Bassmasters and watch the classic. Um, now all the way up until my tournament fishing, that's the highest goal, and just to know that I made it and I'll be there is still makes the hair on my arm stand up for sure. But there's still a lot to accomplish. I want to make the Elite Series and I want to keep returning to the Bassmaster Classic. So there's still a lot of work ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Now, this year's classic is actually in Knoxville, Tennessee River.
Yeah.
Not necessarily your home lake, but it's your home water.
Yeah.
Now, being that it is on the Tennessee River, your home water, do you find I mean, even a regular season event through the year, like an Open on your home body of water, do you find that there's more pressure on you, less, or about the same as if it was anywhere, being that it's your, because you got to face it, in any professional angler, when you have an event on your home body of water, the old, everybody says the pressure's on because you're expected to do well.
Right.
Do you find that you have more pressure, less, or about the same, being that it is on your home body of water?
Yeah, and it is definitely, all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
I love Chickamauga to death, but I wouldn't want the classic to be on Chickamauga. There's so much history there, and sometimes that history can help you or it can really, really hurt you. So I love going to new bodies of water. So I'm glad I've never been to Tellico or Loudon before.
Yeah.
It'll give me a fresh start, which is nice. That's exactly what I want, and what I love about it is it is close to home. So during pre-practice, that's when I can really start picking it apart.
Right.
Like maybe a lot of other people can.
Yeah. Now, have you talked to any past Bassmaster Classic qualifiers as far as what to expect? Because, I've been doing media now for BASS, and I've been at the Classic doing media for the past 3 years. And from what I find, talking to a lot of other anglers, even talking to first-time qualifiers, and then talking to a lot of 20-year vets that's been around the Classic for a long time. Even though you want to go into them with the mindset, it's just another event. Treat it like any other event. You got to face it, man. It's not any other event.
Right.
From when you get there, from day one, you're just going. So, have you talked to anybody? Has anybody ever given you any advice yet as far as
Yeah,
that you've been able to talk to?
yeah. I talked after my win on Chesapeake. A couple of guys came over and we were just talking about it, and you know the advice basically was once you put that boat in the water, just you gotta get focused because it's
Yeah.
so hard. It's so hard um, to just get overwhelmed. I forget his name. I'm terrible with names, but he told me he qualified last year for his first time, and as he was idling out, he felt like he completely forgot how to fish. He said it took the first like 3 hours
Yeah.
where he actually felt comfortable on the boat again. Like he said it was the weirdest feeling, and he just truly felt like he forgot everything about fishing.
Man.
So just to try to stay focused on that
Yeah.
day one, obviously the week before, take it all in and appreciate everything. But once my boat hits the water, it's
Yeah.
game face is on, and
Exactly.
just get focused.
Yeah. Now day one blast off. You're getting ready to power down. Mercer calls your name, and you're about ready to power down. What's the thoughts going through your mind as you're ready to head for your first area?
Just get that first bite. Get that first bite early. Take some pressure off. It's just all about getting that first bite and not spinning out.
Exactly, man. Yeah, you know what the old saying is: the hardest fish to catch is your first and your last during an event. So get that first fish out of the way, and just that way you can sit back and just start fishing.
Exactly.
I want to talk a little bit, Dillon, about Talk and Tackle, man. You started a tackle shop with two buddies of yours, Tanner and Greg.
Yep.
And I will say one of the unique things about Talk and Tackle is that you actually have lodging for anglers if you're in the area and you're here for a few days, whether you're fishing a tournament or just fun fishing, just on vacation, man. It is a spot on. You got that set up perfectly, and it kind of catered to the fishermen, man. Talk a little bit about it.
Yeah. So me, Tanner, and Greg, started that 4 years ago, and the lodge is great. You can put your boat in the garage, and have everything safely secured, and then just walk right down the stairs into a high-end tackle shop.
Yeah.
We pride ourselves on getting baits that a lot of other people can't get, and we get a lot of Japanese stuff in every week, and just trying to make it a high end tackle store.
Yeah.
And it's going great, and there's just a lot of fun people around. All the guides get off the water every day. We all hang out, talk about our day, or we all meet there in the morning with all of our clients, and go over our game plans in the morning. So a lot of the customers staying will walk downstairs and kind of listen to all of us guides bounce ideas off of each other, what we're going to do for the day, and then it kind of helps them out when they go out on the water.
Yeah. And you could you run the guide service right out of Talk and Tackle. If you're in the area and you're looking for to get on the water and hire a couple great guides, you gotta look them up, man. And you guys are on the water when you're not on the road fishing the Bassmaster. You're pretty much on the water almost nonstop guiding, and Tanner
Oh, yeah.
as well. He's on the water almost nonstop guiding too. So if you're in the area and you want to hire a great guide, look these boys up, and they'll put you on them.
Absolutely.
Your social media platforms, Dillon. If somebody wants to follow you, how could people look you up and follow you on social media?
Yeah, so you can just either do my name, Dillon Falardeau, on Facebook. I post a ton on there, or Instagram, wishing I was fishing. That's my guide service name.
Yep.
And then Talk and Tackle on our Facebook. I do basically live updates every day on fishing reports, and did a bunch this week while guiding down on Jack. Just basically going over what the fish are eating, exactly what we're throwing, how we're throwing those baits. I do a bunch of videos of watching those baits on live scope, and how we work them, and so there's just constantly new videos coming out every week on the Talking Tackle page.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, in the description to this episode, I'm going to put your social media links to your social media platforms. Along with, we'll put information on how people can contact Talking Tackle. If you are in the area, you got to check them out. Great tackle shop. But Dillon, man, good luck this week. I'm looking forward to being able to hang with you and kick back with you and talk to you at Media Day coming up next March in Knoxville, man. But
yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
yeah, good luck in the next 3 EQs. Hopefully after the third EQ this year, we could be calling you Dillon Bassmaster Elite Series competitor, man. And one thing will tell you, it's not a matter of when, it's not a matter of if, it's when you're going to be on the Elite Series, because we know it's going to happen. We know you're going to be out there fishing on the Elite Series pretty soon.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, man. Dillon, thank you so much for your time, and safe travels, man. Safe travels on the way to Plattsburgh, New York, and good luck this week. And everybody too. Now, this isn't going to air till after your event, but it will air before the second EQ of the year. So make sure to follow the Bassmaster EQs. I believe they're going to be live streamed, and also watch the weigh-in live on bassmaster.com. But anyway, Dillon, appreciate it, buddy. It's always a pleasure being able to talk to you. And good luck, and can't wait to visit with you and see you at the Classic, my man.
I will see you then.
Awesome, dude. Thanks. Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Norman Lee Fishing. This week's episode brought to you by Picture Me 3D and Firefly Outdoor and Marine. On the mic is an NLF production.